Bosh! Right guys, you're back out. We are back out again. We are at the Warren because it is Chris's birthday and I said I'd take him out. So we're out for a night session. We're probably going to do a full night session tonight. It's about 5 in the morning. We're about an hour away from high tide now. So we can probably fish this mark where we are now. We can probably fish to about 3 or 4 hours, and then we'll have to move around to the other side of the rock onto the beach so we can fish the rest of the tide. Chris is going to quite... Here Chris, can I borrow that shock leader, mate?
Yeah.
Obviously I've left my shock leader in the car. It's not very far, it's about a 10-minute walk, but Chris has kindly said he'd lend me one of his because I cracked off earlier. Obviously I've got one ready to go now. I've just got a pulley panel here, pair of size 5s, as we do. Just got 2 peelers here. Got to bang them on. Cheers, mate. Happy birthday, you old bar. I was gonna swear then, wasn't I? I was gonna swear then, but I stopped it. There'll be no beefing in this video, pal. Right, yeah, obviously Chris's birthday is 35, the old man. So I'll have to start carrying his rods for him soon. Right, so he's gonna try and beat me tonight. I mean, it's a really nice night for it. What's that? Dirty Gert softism? Oh no, mackerheads. There we go, we've got mackerheads tonight. Mackerheads, peelers, and a bit of squid. And a bit of lug as well. He's been out digging the old dirty Gertie lug and all. Right, so basically, as always, thank you for coming back. And anyone new, you know what to do. That little button down the bottom, slap it up, show some love. And hopefully we're going to catch you some fish. Between me and Chris, I'm sure we'll pull a few out. But yeah, high spirits tonight. The rain has stopped. It has been raining for a few days. And also, there has been quite a bit of a wind on. And where we are, there isn't any. I mean, the sea's on a little bit of a swell, but it's not going to affect our fishing. Right, anyway, here we go. What are you doing there? More dirty baits, is it? We've got loads of bait tonight, guys, so we're going to keep it going out every 15 to 20 minutes. Oh, right. There's a double squid on that. Where's my... Oh, no, you never guess what? Every video, there it is. Every video lately, I've been losing my elastic. Chris is already casting out. He's always quick, him. Ready to go. Right. Double peeler. Double peeler, it's a peeler crabs. Right. Whip, whip, whip. Try not to break your elastic. Come on, boys and girls. Oh, we've got a train coming past, but not fast. You'll probably hear it. But it ain't gonna drown me out. I've dropped the happy face on as well. Here we go, look. This is the bait that's going out tonight. That's the bait that's going out tonight, boys and girls. We're after the big bass. Well, Chris is, I'm after the small ones. I've got two peelers on here. Now, they have had a few hounds out as well lately, so, you know, we might get blessed with one of them. I think I've just been talking with my face cut off after camera. I do apologise, but it is what it is. I should have paid attention. I'm just rushing, that's the thing. Right. Double in. Round twice. Once. Twice. Bosh. Back through the middle. And there you have it. A lovely crab bait, 2 hooks. I'm going to get this one clipped down now. I'm fishing 6-ounce leads, tie's not too big here. And hopefully the weed stays away and we can get you some fish in a bit. Well, like I said, oh, Chris has just lent me some shock leader. So I'm going to do it in front of my jumper so you can all see. So this is your main line. Last time I've done this, right, it snapped. But there you go, look, there's the main line. So you double it back. So there's a big loop, and then you turn that into a loop, and then this small loop, well this big loop, goes through this small loop 3 times. No, I don't know if it's how everyone ties it, this is just how I do it. I thought I'd let you know because a few people have asked. I mean, even Chrissy ties it differently. Gert better snotty lube on there, boy. Oh, spit on that thing. Right, there's my impression of it. Anyway, pull that down tight, leave the tag end on, because what I did last time is I cut it short and then when I pulled it, it snapped. Right, then get the shock leader, Gert better shark leader. This is only 60. I usually use 70 or 80, but yeah, it's what it is. Right, create a loop. Push this line through that loop, and then pinch it at the base. Right, keep it clean, guys. There we go. Right, then round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back through that loop, the opposite way you went in. A little bit of lube, pull down tight, and then get both ends of your line and give it a good tug. Well, there you go. See, tough as old house and tough as old dogfish. There you go. They're tough. Right, scissors, cut that down, and that there is called a spider hitch. Well, that's not exactly how it's tied. I mean, Andy from Sea Angling Adventures does this thing where he wraps it around his finger. And yeah, I think it's exactly the same. It looks the same, it holds anyway. Well, it's in my casting lately and it hasn't been cracking off, so just as good, if not better. Yeah. Right, anyway, so now what we're going to do is we're going to reel that down the rod. It's going to go around the reel 4 times, just to be safe. And then obviously link clip, and then clip your rig on, bait it up, send it out. This one I'm going to put some squid on. And yeah, then I'll have both rods fishing, 1 crab, 1 squid, to see if we can get us a fish out in a bit. Right then, people, Chris is having the first bite, or a bit of seaweed. Just quickly, second rig, it's a short paternoster. I'm going to use a rolling head on this one, and what I'm going to do is, obviously the tide's going left to right, so I'm going to put my gripper out one way, and then I'm going to put this one out on the inside so it can roll around in the tide. And this big mackerel head here, hopefully get engulfed by a big bass. Chris might have a fish to show you for the camera in a minute. If so, it'll be 1-0, but it ain't at the minute, so he ain't winning. I'm gonna whack this one out, so there's both rods, get a coffee, and then we'll try and get into the fish in a bit. Right, people. Well, mackerel head didn't do any good. Crab's got hold of it, it had to face off. So, lighting's a bit better today. We're not on the rock, so we can set it up properly. Right, I'm gonna go for a big bit of squid. There you go, look. Big gnarly bit of squid. Right, hook in the bottom. On this rig, I have only got the small hook in the back, as I said earlier. Well, in the last video when I was doing the conger eel fishing. Well, not the conger eel fishing, I was fishing for a bass, but we had that little conger. I lost my last rig. That's the joys of putting them in close near the rocks, not hitting them onto the sand. You're going to lose a few rigs. We're not going to cry about it. Just get down the tackle shop and buy a few more in it. It's not hard. Right. Whip, whip, whip. Nay, 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 nay. Still 0-0. I've only been here for about half an hour, 40 minutes. Still got about 3 or 4 hours of fishing. Wow, this bait's massive. Probably a bit too big, but go big or go home, as they say. There's a hook in the bottom. Let's get a little hook in the top. Right. This is well too big. Should have cut it in half, really. Oh well. He'll be alright. Make sure that was stuck in there. No. Come on. Round once. That's the thing with squid, see? Because it's nice and tough. Once you get your hook in it, it doesn't want to seem to come back out again. Right, there we go. There you go. Big old dirty, dirty squid. Let's see if we can't get a bass on that bad boy. Warren's fishing a bit weird lately. Usually this time of year you get a fair few bass, especially when it's a bit rough and it's dark. I mean, there's loads of schoolies obviously up the X, but and in the River Tean. A couple of big ones coming out, but nothing massive yet. So hopefully they'll turn up soon. Well, hopefully they'll turn up tonight, but if not soon. 12 o'clock, bring you guys back. We'll all sing happy birthday to Chris. The old coffin dodger. Right, I'm gonna send this one out now, and hopefully this does the trick. Right, in a bit. Right guys, just had a bite, left hand rod. Pick it up, have a feel for it. Hopefully it'll be 1-0, Connor. Is it flat line? might be on there. Fish on, boys and girls, fish on. Oh, feels like a good fish, Chris. I'm saying that, probably be a dogfish, but he's drilling. Oh no! No! Oh, I can't swear I got this on camera. No way!
Just come off.
Dropped it! Got a feeling, I know what it was. Oh. Well, there you go. Lost the first one. Right, I'm gonna get that baited up and then put it out. Hopefully, we'll get another one. It felt like a decent fish, to be fair, but messed it up. Still 0-0 in a bit. Right then, guys. Oh, smacked my box. Only the one bite. That Connor dropped. Oh, shook it off a little bit, but deep down inside that hurt. I was just saying to Chris then, I've just changed the rig over on those small hooks. Might just be me, but it's happened twice now with the limitless red hooks, the little stingers, the small ones. I've dropped 2 good fish on it, so they're coming out of the tackle box. I've got 2 on there now, 2 of the size 5s, but the Chinook hooks. So hopefully, if I get another run on it, I'll hook it this time. But I'm not saying it is them hooks, but to cancel it out, I'm taking them little hooks out. Especially when I'm like beach fishing and stuff. And yeah, them 2 big bites I've lost to both using with those hooks on. So yeah, anyway, can't talk, but they're no longer in the box. You'll notice I did say I was going to get rid of the that yellow line, the Surfix stuff, but I was assured by a few people there was probably a notch in the line. And I've been using it ever since and it hasn't come off, so I'm not going to take it off just yet. I'm going to give it another little test. It's got one more chance. Oh, there goes me can. Oh yeah, reminder, make sure you take all your rubbish. You know what I mean? Me and Chris, even down the Yelm, you know, even if it's just like swivels and bits and pieces like that, you know, it's going to stay there forever, so just throw them in your tackle box. If they're broken, put them in the bin. As well as cut-offs of line and things like that. There's a bit of that down there as well. I mean, it ain't great, is it? Anyway, I'm not going to rant about that. I've done that on my other videos quite a lot. If you're going to leave rubbish, then you're an idiot. But yeah, so the yellow line's staying for a bit. If it fails me again, that's it. It'll definitely go. But it's been doing all right so far. I've had a few fish on it, so it might have been where we were fishing is quite rocky, so you know. It could have had a bit of a dink in it, and that's why it went, but we'll never know. We'll never know. But the ASSO, whatever it's called, ASSO line that I use on the other rod, the clear stuff, I've never had that fail on me, and I pulled for a few breaks on it, and you've got to pull it hard for it to snap. So I am going to stick to that line. That is in £20 and I think it's 0.36, I believe. Or it might be 3.7. It's one of the two. But I've been told about Varivas. I might give it a go. Everyone's talking about it. So apparently it's really good for fishing, really strong. So hopefully, you know, but that's what it is, it's all trial and error, guys. You've got to give things a chance. I give those hooks too many chances, I've lost too many fish, so I'm not using them again. You know, the line that I've on that one, the Surfix line, that's only failed me once, so if it happens again, I'll never use it. But it seems to be holding up now. I've had a couple of fish on it, like I said. But yeah, ASSO for me, that's the way forwards. I think they've just brought out a glow-in-the-dark version as well, so might give that a go. That's what fishing is about, really, just testing and trying out new things, like new rigs and that as well. Obviously the good old faithful pulley panel is what I'll always go to, but you never know, we might change it up soon. I do like the pulley dropper as well. Hopefully we'll get out ray fishing so we can give that a really good test. You can use it in any fishing really, but that's what I'd prefer to use it on, probably, just so I can guarantee that my bait's dead on the floor. Yeah, other than that, tide's just changed, it's going out now. Got a fair few hours. There is a train coming, so I'm going to cut this now. Hopefully I'll bring you back with a fish. Right then, people. Quick update. Chris has just lost the hook, so that means the spider crabs are in full force tonight. We've had a few small bites, and that's probably what it is, just the spider crabs picking at the bait. We haven't hooked anything yet, or that's just an excuse. We've still got about another 3 or 4 hours fishing, so hopefully we can do something. So I wanted to give Chris a good birthday bruising, do you know what I mean, and beat him on the scoreboard. Should have been 1-0 already, but obviously not. Yeah, but I think the spider crabs are in full force. We're getting these little tap taps. Obviously, you know, they are big spider crabs, so they do give you a little indication. Probably pick one up in a minute anyway. If we do, I'll show you to the camera. But other than that, the only change I've made is I've got double sandy on one rod, and I've still got squid on the other rod. Squid's the thought I had a bite. Squid is the one that's been doing the business, and that's the one I had a nice bite on earlier. 100% sure it wasn't a dogfish. Normally hooking to a dogfish, it's just a dead weight. Just reel it in. This here was going, and usually if you catch one, you catch loads, and we haven't had any, so that's all good. At least the baits are staying out there, and hopefully we catch something other than spider crabs. Obviously, Chris is now officially 35. Up the bays, happy birthday, lad! Do you know what I mean? Just gone 12, so yeah. Obviously, it's his birthday. Got a few cakes in the box. We're gonna have a nosh down, little celebration. Cast them out of lead, crack it off, and yeah, that's how we're gonna celebrate. Right. Well, I'm gonna get myself a coffee anyway. I'm probably gonna have a little bit of mess around with Chris's rods while he ain't watching. Get him all excited for a bite. Yeah, that's about it. In a bit. Bosh, right then, boys and girls. Just a quick update. Still hopeful. It is low water. If you've ever fished dawlish rod, you'll know that means there isn't any. There's about a foot of water in front of us, so just been mooching around on the rocks and that, seeing if we can find any like spider crabs or peeler crabs. Something to show the camera, but nothing. So today might be a birthday blank, but we're still hopeful. We're gonna fish 2, maybe 3 hours of the tide coming in. That's my favourite time to fish anyway. That's normally when I get my most fish. Just that one proper bite that we had earlier that kind of lost on the way in. A few small taps and that, but probably little stuff like little eels or spider crabs. Obviously, Chris had his hooks cut off earlier, so probably what it was. Other than that, Chris is now 35, as said before. Happy birthday to him. He's probably going to watch this back as well tomorrow, so big ups to Christopher, Mr. Crab Chris. And yeah, that's about it. Be careful, guys, as well when you're fishing places like this at night. There's a lot of drunk people that walk past here, being a bit weird. So yeah, just keep your wits about you. We've met a few strange people night fishing. Yeah, just make sure you stay safe. Don't go accepting any of their sweets and that. You know what I mean? Right. Anyway, time for another coffee. In a bit. As promised, it's Chris's birthday, so we've got a few little birthday cakes here. We have just sang him happy birthday, but didn't want to do it live on camera because get all embarrassed. So, without further ado, big ups to Asda's finest. Birthday cake bash. Bosh. Merry Christmas. Love the little fairy cake, me. Well, I'm hungry, the fish ain't. But, any luck? We need one. we need a lot of it. But, yeah. Wow, that's that. In a bit. Right then, people. Obviously, still no fish. As you can see behind me in the clouds, it is starting to get light. Obviously, Chris is now old, the big 35. So hopefully we start catching fish soon before he's in a wheelchair. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna fish these last baits out. If I get a fish, I'll throw it in at the end. If not, you know, I'll see you on the next one. And on that note, if I don't see you before, I'll see you after. And if not, I'll see you on the bank in a bit.